I grew up believing my mum was a nurse. And I saw beautiful pictures of her, you know, the black and white pictures. She looked like Elizabeth Taylor, and I aspired to be just like her. So I went and when I left school, I went into enrolled nursing that was available in Hawke's Bay, and I really got to taste what it was like to be a nurse. And from that point on, then I wanted to do more. So I went on and became a registered nurse, worked in maternity services, and not long after that, realised that my calling was to be a midwife. So left the family and travelled backwards and forwards along with 7 other colleagues from Hawke's Bay to complete our midwifery down in Wellington. And then I came back to Hawke's Bay to give back. And that was actually the best job I've ever done. There's nothing like being a midwife, but remembering my roots. And I will always remember my colleagues when I left to go and do my enrolled nursing and transition into registered nursing. And they said, don't forget where you come from. And that's something that I've not forgotten in nursing, but I've not forgotten for me. Midwifery informed me many things, and I would sometimes be at the birth of a young mum without any family support. And our kaumātua, Uncle Bill Sterling, said to me, you've got 2 choices in life. He said you can either be wealthy, which is by keeping your mouth shut and not saying anything, or you can work for the people, and that will often make you unpopular and poor. So when I would see these young mums giving birth, and I kind of thought the future of that child, unless we ensure that the system around it is going to give it every possible chance to succeed, then there's no future for them. Biculturalism is a word that shouldn't be taken lightly. Nor should words like te tiriti of Waitangi, and that's where I see the genesis of this is. It's about shared governance, it's about shared leadership, it's about shared responsibility. And sometimes the challenges coming from 2 different worldviews and seeing how they come together, and the magic that potentially comes out of it, because you are enhancing that relationship. But it is about having that open dialogue, that communication, that face-to-face kōrero, so that we can both understand different perspectives and we share and we come as equal partners to that relationship. So when you bring your thoughts or aspirations to the table, it's actually you're not driving on your own political view. You are representing the view of 51,000 members within this country. I've never not been open to having the kōrero. I've never shied away from the tough questions and the challenges, but that has to be in a way that upholds the mana that's part of the bicultural partnership of each other, that's done in a meaningful way, that is managed so that we both walk away from that situation, or in a way that we've felt empowered as opposed to disempowered. You know, you asked me to explain what biculturalism is. Biculturalism is inherent in the way that I believe I act. We manaaki one another, which is we support the board. We welcome the next board members in, that's whanaungatanga. We uphold people's mana by not going out and publicly slaying anybody. We openly have a dialogue together. We respectfully engage. That's partnership. That's mana. And that's the backbone of which this organisation has said that they uphold. And that's why I'm very much proud to be part of an organisation that talks about te tiriti, that talks about partnership, and then goes out and acts in that way.